What's up guys, you're watching MyNextBest, and in this video we've got an exciting package which has arrived from a company called BELLEYE. This is a video doorbell, as you'd see as it comes out of the package. That's a 2K video doorbell. This model is called DB3. It's a smart battery operated video doorbell, and you'd seen just about a bit how convenient this specific doorbell is. It's quite economical, so affordable for sure. And as you can see, it's a smart video doorbell. It's got several interesting features. It's a 2K HD video doorbell. It does identify visitors and people around. It can identify pets, humans, and vehicles. And then if you look around, you can look at the back, which has just a kind of a QR code and the serial information. This is a black model, as you just saw. Video doorbell DB3, that's the model. And if you look around, it says battery powered, and it's a 2K video doorbell, of course. It can detect events and it can notify you in real time as soon as an event has occurred. And it's got support for two-way audio as well. So a person on the other side of the doorbell can speak to you when you're operating this doorbell. So if someone rings the doorbell, you can respond using your smartphone. So quite convenient there. And as you can see, this is the serial number. This is a DB3 model, black version. There's also the white model that's available as well. This is sold on Amazon, so you can pretty much choose the model that you need. That might go with the door, for example, or the color of your entrance. Black and white are the two models that are supported, and there isn't any other color model that is available currently. On the side, of course, you've got the Wi-Fi specification. This specifically supports 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi band, and it does also support infrared night vision, which supports two-way talk, as we mentioned. Motion detection is also supported. It's a battery powered device. It does carry a built-in battery inside. And there is an IP rating as well, so it can be installed outdoors. If there's a downpour, it should be okay. And there's this app that you need to install, which is available on Play Store and App Store as well. So this device supports IP66 waterproof rating, 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi band, cloud storage, two-way audio, night vision, 2K HD resolution, camera specification. The BELLEYE doorbell camera utilizes advanced AI technology to effectively distinguish between humans and non-human moving objects, such as packages, cars, and pets. You could receive instant alerts on your mobile device when motion is detected, keeping you informed of any activities at your doorstep. You can customize detection zones, which is quite convenient, where you've got a specific zone to monitor rather than the whole street. There is, of course, as you mentioned, two-way audio and smart home integration that is supported. You could choose from pre-recorded messages for quick responses, or you can just communicate live with an individual at your door. The video doorbell also is compatible with smart home devices, and it can seamlessly integrate with Alexa for efficient live viewing. As we mentioned, the camera itself is a 2K full HD video resolution camera with IR night vision. You could capture every single detail with crystal clear 2K full HD video through the wireless video doorbell. The Wi-Fi itself is pretty convenient, 2.4 GHz, that's the Wi-Fi connectivity option, and it's got a fairly decent range and ensures there's a fast and secure as well as stable Wi-Fi connection. If you are choosing the cloud storage option, you can certainly gain peace of mind with AES 128 encrypted cloud storage available through the optional subscription plan that is sold separately. You'll see that in just about a bit when we are going to be testing the app. Ultimately, that allows you to experience seamless recording, reviewing, and sharing with secure cloud storage for your video doorbell. The app that you install for this specific doorbell is called Vico Home, VICO Home. That's the app that you install. All you need to do is you need to register your account, scan the QR code, and you should be ready to go to set up this specific doorbell. And you can obviously have more than one device as standard, as we've seen with so many other home security systems. You can have a number of these devices. They can all land within the app itself. And you can of course constantly monitor all the devices, and that should be quite convenient. Just coming to the price before we talk more about the camera and look at the camera specifications. The price at the moment is about £39.99. So it's really quite a bargain for a 2K full HD resolution camera with all these additional features, smart home compatibility, and all that fun stuff that you normally get with high-end cameras. And as you can see, there's not only a companion app, there's also an extension chime, which can be installed via a plug-and-play USB connection. And there are some buttons on board for changing the tone or the chime, and also to sync with the camera. And here's the QR code to set up the app and integrate or connect it to the camera. The chime and the camera don't really need the app, it's just needed to sync the two devices together. What you need to do is you need to press and hold the chime and then go back to the camera, and for 6 seconds you just press and hold, and then the camera gets synced to the chime. So every single time when you press the doorbell or someone presses the doorbell, the chime also makes the sound, so you do have coverage where there is no coverage or low coverage. So you do get the sound there as well. And yeah, pretty much some specifications around charging the doorbell, how much time it takes, and all that kind of fun stuff in this instruction manual. There are specifications about installing the doorbell in the instruction manual, but when you install the app, you'll also get step-by-step instructions on how to set it up, how to get it up and running, and how to use it on a daily basis. What you see here is the back panel that needs to be connected, or the frame that needs to be connected onto the wall. So there are two options, of course, as you can see. You can just stick that back 3M tape at the back of the case and then just go about it. If you want to install it on the door, it's a pretty handy dandy 3M tape that just sticks on, and it's not easy to take it off. We've tried and it just was really good. Or you can just use the screw to properly permanently mount it onto your wall. Or the third option perhaps could be to use a combination of the two, to use the stick onto the wall on the door and use the screws as well. So here's your Type-C cable, which is used to charge the camera, and some screws to fix the back frame. And here's your chime device. This is your hardware, which is used as the extension for the chime. It's a USB-A type device, and it's also got a speaker. As you can see, that's the speaker grill, which is, yeah, as you can tell, quite convenient. Quite simple. You could just stick it at the back of your TV if your TV has got a spare USB-A port. To be honest, my TVs have never had a spare port. I have to dedicate a USB slot, or perhaps get my extension board and use that spare slot over there. But it's definitely good to have this option available as well. And yeah, the frame, of course, it's a plastic type material. Nothing fancy there. Let's move straight on to the camera, which is housed inside this plastic. And there you have the camera. As you can tell, it's all plastic build. The back part has the cutouts for the frame to be installed. There is the FCC certification, UK representation, and stuff mentioned at the back of the device. There's a QR code as well, which you'd use to scan this specific device and set it up on the app. And quite tactile button in the front, of course, underneath the camera. As you can see on the camera, it's on the camera itself. You've got a protective cover, which needs to be removed, which is why it says remove. And yeah, not much there in terms of what you'd get on the camera. Of course, on the side you've got a rubber gasket that houses the power button, reset button, and the Type-C charging. So honestly, nothing majorly fancy there. Let's remove the cover, and boom, you've got the camera. It looks pretty nice and slick, and you can see the IR infrared lights on the sides of the camera. There are two of these, and they do a pretty decent job from our tests that give you reasonably clear coverage in nighttime conditions. So here's your rubber gasket, which has the power button, reset button, and the Type-C charging port. Pretty simple, pretty slick. Using the app itself, you can certainly adjust the volume, you can adjust the chime, and a number of other things that can be done using the Vico Home app. The button itself is quite tactile, quite usable, and it should last fairly long without any problems. And when you turn it on, it flashes blue on the top to suggest that it's ready to be paired. But really what needs to happen is that you need to have the app ready, essentially installed, and once you've registered your account, what you need to do is point at the camera the QR code, and that should start to register the camera. Of course, you need to supply the Wi-Fi information, the Wi-Fi credentials and things, so it can be connected to the internet. At the end of the day, these devices are all nothing but IoT devices. They have to be connected to the internet to connect to servers, to communicate and effectively work and operate the way they're expected to work. That's your back part, and I'm going to do a little adjustment, and clicking it to the camera attaches the back part straight away. And yeah, we've got the cutouts and things that are quite convenient, and as you can see, it's all pretty nicely attached, and no problems there at all. In terms of the installation, of course, as you can tell, the Vico Home app needs to be installed. There's a user agreement that needs to be accepted, and once you've signed up with a user account, and it takes a bit of a time to set things up. Of course, you need to register with your email address, and there's a process verification and all that fun stuff with all, pretty much standard as with all the other types of registrations. You get verification code, you get a confirmation on the email and stuff like that. It's really outdated now, to be honest, with all these apps still needing passwords and stuff. Anyway, username, password, etc. that you need to set up before the device is ready. And you need to enable Bluetooth for the connection to work. Choose the right option, where you'd have to obviously say that you choose the right device, and as you can see, DB3 was the one that came up in your Bluetooth connection settings. And after that, there's the process of setting up your Wi-Fi connection, adding your Wi-Fi credentials, the SSID and the password. Once the password has been supplied, the camera will try and connect to its servers. It takes a while for the registration to be completed, but once that is done, you're up and running with this specific device. That should show up as registered in the Vico Home app, and you can then start to name the device. And if you have an existing Amazon Alexa integration, then that should automatically be discoverable by your Amazon Alexa device. And then while you are using the app, as I mentioned earlier on, it does take you through the app and suggests that there are different installation options available, as well as cloud subscription options. I think the cloud subscription itself is quite economical at about £44 for the full year. It's not too bad, but there are other home security solutions available that can be really cheap, like cheaper than that specific price. Yeah, so overall, it's of course, ultimately it's down to your choices, your preferences and needs. But yeah, that's the kind of subscription option that's available. I actually think some of the features like the AI detection or the zones that you decide and define, those should actually be a part of the camera itself, because you've still paid a 40 quid for the price of this camera. It should be offered as part of the camera itself. So using a subscription behind the scenes is not the most ideal options, right? And we have, of course, installed the chime device that needed to be installed at first. It needed to be synced with the camera, and you need to press the chime button and then go straight on back to the camera. Press and hold the bell button for 6 seconds, and that then starts the integration with the camera. So pretty simple, pretty convenient. The sequence of steps should be pretty straightforward. And in terms of the installation, of course, we have had the camera installed quite clear in SD resolution and full resolution. And yeah, it was up and running without any issues. And the notifications came through without any problems. There were thumbnails to the notifications as well, which was quite convenient as well. So other than that, the app itself has several features available. You can certainly explore when you are using the app. But you can obviously see on this video, there are loads of these features available. Infrared can be turned on, turned off, voice, audio, 2K resolution or SD resolution, storage options. I'm not sure if it does have any inbuilt storage, because the only two options available with this camera are live or the cloud storage, so it's more likely that it doesn't have any local storage. But the installation itself was a breeze, no problems there. I just used the option to stick at the back and on the plastic of the door. So it was quite convenient when you can just use this 3M tape to then attach that to the door of your main entrance. In this instance, I've used the backyard rather than the main entrance. One thing you should know is the back part is a bit difficult to take apart. So just plan your installation properly. Otherwise, it's going to take a while. You do need a pin to detach the back part. In my case, I had to take the camera out and then get the pin in there, and the pin got it got twisted, which wasn't the most ideal of scenarios. But yeah, that's the BELLEYE DB3. That's the home security camera. That's your video doorbell, and that's the device of the day for today. I hope this video was useful. If you have any questions or queries, please do reach out. You can drop in your comments, questions, queries, etc. We've got our social media and various different platforms that could be used to chat with us. And last but not the least, like this video, share this video, and subscribe to MyNextBest. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Take care. Cheers. Bye.